Even these only classes, many of the students find themselves in a somewhat complicated situation since they not I have appropriate computer equipment, generating an extra problem because since the systems due to the being of our lack of our maintenance, sorry, and of causing time or overwatt over that slow, though they use any more extreme cost they turn off of the to the lack of outlets or ventilation of the systems. This problem is worldwide and starting from the beginning of the virtual classes. It's considered a problem and at the same time a necessary science for the reason why the classes cannot be taken properly and in other cases they cannot practice, for example, with samples simulators, science of with how to much equipment of memory to the lack of maintenance or because it is old.
The objective of this project is overheating of the computer equipment given the age of the equipment, seeking through cooling fans to solve the problems.
The material to be used is the simplest, electronically speaking, since the soldering iron is a campaign thin soldering will be used target, inusuality tape, and cut splitters. The function of the before material mentioned is the bond cables, and short is the not dot short cables and any other cable of the electrical system.
Step 1. Chiller table base. The most important thing at this point and establish the steps to follow of the assembly of the prototype, optimizing time and avoid burning for throwing away any part of white. It is intended to make the design of the table since it is 3D. Printing is expected that the printing will be in part why since the facilitates the shipment of the product. Printed in ABC anti-caloric, a plastic that is difficult to keep warm and also moderate durability, making it comfortable to use. Step 2. Fan connection. For this next step, the arrangement that was designed was assigned by means of the 3D printing on the table is made. The pieces are placed so that no cable touches or the grating interconnected, causing some damage of the equipment or damage because when being used for the computer. In the part arrangement, they enter the corresponding connection between the fan. Mother or the beard of the power source, sustaining of the alternate cables to prevent materials from being leaked out to the bus. Step 3. Recurring and fan soldering. Subsequently, some of the parts that must we build it by energize the fan are disclosed. It is advanced of connote about of the repair we joining of the PC components because the decision was made of to release a video of the subject. And this step is more important because everything to be to will get to secure it, avoiding short be roses in the cables that were not sold or otherwise due the excess seeing electricity the electrodes jump between the lines of the motherboard. To be concise in this step, so that the chiller table is it optimal with condition, speaking that the entire electronic circuit is accommodated in the assigned space more than anything to avoid my technical failure and weight of the time is operation since that otherwise it would take more time, for example time to the assemble to world prototype or recheck cable and identify what the damage is at the problem.
The reused materials that will be used for the table are power source and heat extractor fan, with an age of the pieces of approximately 4 years. The power source, its utility is to the energy of inter-system stroke the power cord. The useful life of this device depends a lot of the maintenance and use that is given to it. Heat extractor fan. As its name says, it is the one that will help together with the table material so that it doesn't station in heat and allow better ventilation in the laptop. The useful life of a type of the fan like the one that will be used also depends a lot of care and cleaning that is given to it. To expand the durability is necessary clean frequently the dust.
As time goes by, the fans will take charge as extracting all the hot air through the space are generated with the downtop in the laptop dumps norm cooling of the system, generating constant air change and keeping the air at a suitable temperature.
And finally, and in conclusion, what I take there away from this project is to reinforce again my connections that I have the learning through the subject. For example, the tier of the 3 semester, it has helped me a lot be able to make formal document since there are so many observations that without a double NU will to grind a good job and help me write a little better from, and now I have more meaning of the new ideas. Also learning is to make it a new project that is collection, but truth is that I did know out or had a two idea how do it over time they help to new ideas we're waiting to be of this possible project, and today they are within finished. Apart from how think actuality works, um, what is the form that has all helped me a lot? In short, there are so many interesting things that are learning in the course of the UTAgs help you to be a little better and whatever you do.
At the time of carrying out this project, I could realize that to carry out a project, not only new parts needed with already used parts, but with good operation can have a results the same as if we had a new parts. We only need to give it the correctly maintenance of the parts so that they work correctly together.
In conclusion, this project is so funny. I learned to practice with my team and speak with my team, and another thing because redacting my project and I will be better in my works in the practice